So I know it's been a minute since I made a video like always, but I've been busy doing yard work, yada yada yada. But right now I'm modding some viewer pedals. He sent me in this Danelectro chorus, which I have since painted. I'm gonna circumvent that later. And he sent me this Digitech digital delay. Now, the sad thing about this is that nut is just so rusted. I spent about 30 minutes trying to get that off. You can twist it and twist it, but it won't unscrew. It'll just twist in place. And I'd have to break it off. It's not worth breaking it off and doing all that. Risk snapping the board. But anyways, so what I'm going to have to do is when I mod this, none of the mods are going to be on the pedal itself. So what I'm going to have to do is build some kind of a attachment box. It's gonna be weird, but I found a few bins I like. I want you to hear a few of them. Tell me what you guys think. This is what the clean tone sounds like. I can't really hold the camera and show you all at the same time, but what I'm going to show you is you see those points marked with the dot right there, and then those four. Well, those four. Well, those four and that one, all five of those in combination with each other get cool results. So what I'm going to do is instead of actually putting switches, I'm going to put 5 patch points. You're going to be able to patch each of those 5 points to each other. So you might be able to have more than one mod on at once, but I don't know if it'll work with more than one. But like I said, you'll be able to patch it as you please. Now, since this is a digital pedal, it is more risky when you're modifying it. Especially if it's like a multi-effect. Like now if it's a digital, like say if it's like some vintage 80s digital chorus, that's real simple. You're not going to ruin it. But this is like a multi-mode digital, not chorus, delay. But you know what I meant. You know what I meant. But since it's multi-mode, it's a lot more complex processing going on in here, which we can easily mess up permanently. And yeah. But I'm proud to say that, like I said, I would take this pedal further, but I don't want to risk destroying it since I've already found something cool with it. But I have destroyed, I'm pretty sure I destroyed the LED. I think I fried the LED. But hey, frying the LED is a small price to pay. Yeah. Alright, let's hear this. I'm going to have to sit down on the phone to show you. So it's going to be the same tone you heard in that other video I did. The horrible bits of me playing, but you can hear it affected by each one. This is what I'm going to show you. It's going to be this guy patched to each one of these 4. And I'm going to start with the top and go my way down, and you'll hear the differences. And then after I do those 4 different combinations, I'm going to do those 2 middle ones together. Alright, let's do this. Sorry you don't get to see it, but like I said, I can't get that and get that. This is just coming out of my amp, so let's... Alright. Time for sound 1. Alright, that was 1. Now let's hear 2. Alright, now let's hear 3. Oops, I hit something else. There we go. It's back on. Let's do this again. 3. Alright, now let's hear 4. Alright, now let's hear those of the 4 points when you hook the 2 middle ones together. Pretty cool, I think. No, I hate modding pedals that are... Look how tiny these points are. Getting separate solder on each one of those is going to be a little bit of a pain, but I think I can do it. But yeah, that was just one mode on one setting of what these mods can do. Who knows what the other... Like, how many modes is this? This is 7 modes. Who knows what the other 7 modes can do with those mods? And that's just, like I said, one setting. Like, imagine doing real-time control over that with your switches. But yeah, like I said, it's a shame that that's rusted and it cannot open. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I might build this into another box and put the things on it. That way, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be like a Frankenstein, but we might have to do that to get this thing working. And since I couldn't take it apart and paint the whole thing, I just did a little bit of blood splatter. I mean, it's not obviously blood, but you know, blood splatters basically all I can do without risking damaging anything with all the parts still on there. So yeah, blood splatter. And let's see. Maybe you want to see those other pedals that I painted the other day. Because maybe you do, maybe you don't. Alright. Well, I showed you 3 of them in the video. I can't remember if I showed you them when they were done, and I didn't. Okay. Alright, let's grab this camera and go over there. Okay. I know I always say this, but yes, I have been cleaning in here. It was such a mess because, like I said, there's so much stuff stored in here, and a lot of it got destroyed by the cats. And they went crazy and made things go flying everywhere. But anyways, all right. So here's the first 3. Now, here I'll show you. I decided to try to cover up the name and the controls with tape, not get paint on them, but the paint kind of still leaked over, so it doesn't look too good. So from now on, if the part doesn't remove, I'm just going to paint over it, but if it does remove, I won't. So yes, we got our Behringer ASS Overdrive and our Behringer Compressor Sustainer CS100. Not to be confused with the current model CS400. What was wrong with this one or why this one's discontinued, I have no idea. But yeah, this is just a white base coat with a little bit of blue sprayed on top of that. And like I said, it kind of leaked through the frog tape. So from now on, I'm just going to paint over these parts unless they can be removed. And then I'll write it back on over. Same with our ASS Overdrive. Now this one, I could take this part off when I painted it. So we left the controls like this. We have this painted. This is a super high, super high, like almost ceramic gloss on this super highlighter pink. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there's these little light blue speckles that turn kind of grayish once put on the pink, which looks kind of cool. That's probably my favorite one that I did so far. These are a pain to take apart. Oh my god, are they a pain. Not as much of a pain as Danelectro pedals. I mean, Danelectro pedals you can't completely disassemble all the way. But, yeah. Why is this not getting back? Hold on, let's get this back in there real quick. Oh yeah, I gotta use 2 hands to do this. Alright. And then the 2 I painted the other day. One I'm calling Reptile as the paint job. See if we can focus on that. Yeah, Reptile. It's kind of like a scaly look and feel to it with a little bit of yellow sprinkled in with the green. I'm going to give this one another clear coat probably tomorrow. Because I was busy today, didn't even think about it. But yeah, that'll have another clear coat. This is actually a really rare garbage pedal. Like, it's a horrible pedal. but it's so rare no one even knows about it. They even named a medicine the same name as this brand. That's how unknown this brand was, that they basically named a medicine the same brand name. And the label looks like a medicine label. But I'll show you this later. It sounds... Imagine an analog chorus on its very lowest setting, or like maybe just turn up just a tiny bit. That's how it sounds on its fullest setting. It's like a diet chorus. That's the best way to describe that. All right. Oh yeah, and then we have this Rocktek, which I'm calling the 80s glam rock. It's a shiny silver base with like a pink and blue sprinkled on top of it. It's kind of weird. With a clear coating, I'm gonna add another clear coat to that. Or maybe I won't, maybe I will, I don't know. But yeah, 80s glam rock, that's that paint job right there. Like I said, I'm new to painting this stuff. I just started painting it, so I'm not a pro. Yeah, that's just what I've been doing, and those are the pedals I'm modifying from a subscriber who sent in their pedals. So remember, guys, if you want to send in your pedals, send them in and I'll mod them. All right, so there's nothing else to say. I'm just going to get out of here and continue cleaning today because the trash comes tomorrow, and focus more on doing maybe some mods or something tomorrow. We'll see. All right, see you guys.